นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะข้าพเจ้าขอนอบน้อมต่อองค์สมเด็จพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้า I pay my respect to the Buddha. Today is a quarter moon. It's a eighth day of the waxing moon of the first month according to lunar calendar. In Buddhism, we follow lunar. I was testing them how many of them could listen in English version. Of course, I know majority of us today will be English-speaking people. So allow me to share with you some of the how to say information that we are going through. สิริลักษณ์สามารถจะนั่งเปิดขาได้หลังจะได้ตรงนั่งยังไงก็ได้ขอให้หลังตรง As you are seated on the floor, it's very important that you keep your spine straight. Otherwise, you will get pain in your back after some time. So sit so that you have a straight back. Tomorrow, the candidates will be arriving. These candidates, they will be coming to join the ordination, which will be given on the December 5th. Why December 5th? First time when I gave ordination, it was in April 6th. Oh, how many years ago? I don't know, more than 10 years ago. And then on the same year, I was not even planning for giving the next ordination. I knew that I was arranging for the ordination first time, the Samaneri ordination, the female novice ordination, first time happened on April the 6th. But after having given them ordination, the group, there were 36 women who actually received ordination at that time. They requested me that, Venerable Mother, please consider giving us yet another ordination the same year. And it so happened that our King Rama IX, he was ill and he was hospitalized in that year. And December the 5th was his birthday. So we thought, as being women, what would be the best thing that you could do for your father, for your national father? So that was the first time that I thought of giving ordination on December the 5th. And we have continued ever since, So ordination at our temple is arranged for 2 dates. One is April the 6th and then December the 5th. So this time it is December the 5th, but the candidates will be coming. All of the candidates are supposed to arrive on early morning on December the 2nd because they need to be trained 2-3 days before the actual ordination. Actually, among us here, we have about 5 candidates already arrived beforehand, before time. Now, when they shaved and they put on white, that is the time they are called Nag, N-A-G-A, Nag. Nag means serpent. That kind of big serpent that you see in many of our architecture, decorating the architecture. Then the question is, why is that before ordination you have to be a serpent? You would ask, what is this connection between the serpent and the ordination? Of course, there is a connection. There is a story behind it. This Nag, for the female, we call you Nagini, means the female serpent. The story from the Buddha's time, this Nag, serpent, they were able to perform miracles. So they were like divine beings. They could transform themselves in different shapes. So this particular serpent, he wanted also to receive ordination. So he disguised himself coming to the Buddha as a young man, and he received ordination. Of course, nobody knew that he was actually a serpent. But at night, when he fell asleep, the magical power also dissolved. disappeared. So he just lie down there as a big serpent among the bhikkhus, among other monks. So the monks got really scared, when they woke up in the middle of the night to find this big, huge serpent among them. So they all ran, and it was later on reported to the Buddha that among them there was this big serpent ordained as a bhikkhu. So it's in Buddhism, at the time of ordination, at the full ordination, they will be asking you, Manutso hosi, are you male? Are you human beings? Are you human beings? Also for the bhikkhunis, they will be asking whether you are human beings. So this ordination is given only to human beings. Now what happened to that serpent? So the serpent, later on he knew that the ordination from now on will be given only to human beings. So he felt very sad. He felt very sad that being a divine serpent, he could not receive ordination. He could not continue as a bhikkhu. So he requested to the Buddha. He requested to the Buddha that because the Nagas, the serpent, could not be ordained, but at least call them Naga just before they actually receive full ordination. So the men, before ordination, after they have shaved and they wear white, at that time they are called Naga. And for the women, when you shaved before ordination, before receiving ordination, you are called Nagini. Okay? Then you know why this Naga has a certain place in the ordination. This is so that the Nagas and Naginis, every time when they receive ordination, they rejoice and they will benefit. They will benefit from the kusala, from the good act that you have done by ordination. So please remember them at the time when you shaved. Please remember them and please dedicate your merit to the Nagas, to the serpent also. Now in our culture, that is not only Thai culture, but the culture in Southeast Asia, we give much importance to Naga. You will see that Nagas appear at many temples, particularly you will see that the temples with the steps going up like that, the two railing coming down is always a serpent, two serpents, one on each side. You go up north in Chiang Mai, you will see this serpent on the rail. So our serpent Naga in our culture, it represents prosperity. So they will ask you, how many Nagas giving rain this year? Yes, this they will tell you at the time of crossing over from the old year to a new year. In Thailand, the celebration is around Songkran, changing from the old year to the new year. And then they will say, so many Nagas, so many Nagas will be giving rain. The more Nagas, the more rain, which is better. The better for our country, because our country previously we were farmers. Thai people are farmers. We are more of the land is more agricultural land. So it is very important that we get good, sufficient water, supply of water. Natural water is the rain. So when we have sufficient rain, many Nagas to give the rain, that is auspicious. That is prosperity. So in Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Myanmar, these countries, when you travel among these countries, you will see Nagas. In most of the temples, I would say, in most of the temples you will see Naga. So you understand Naga with the connection of ordination, and you also understand Naga in our cultural belief that it means prosperity. For the Nagini, for those who will become Nagini at the time when they shave their head, now they remember this story and they dedicate their merit to the Nagas as well. หลวงแม่เล่าให้ฟังถึงตอนที่ก่อนที่จะบวชเนี่ยนะตอนปลงผมใช่ไหมปลงผมแล้วก็นุ่งขาวใช่ไหมทั้งผู้หญิงผู้ชายปลงผมและนุ่งขาวในช่วงของการนุ่งขาวเนี่ยเราเรียกว่านาค ผู้ชายก็เป็นนาคใช่ไหมผู้หญิงก็เป็นนาคินีก็เลยเล่าถึงสมัยพุทธกาลว่ามีนาคมาขอบวชโดยที่แปลงตัวเป็นมานพหนุ่มมาขอบวชก็บวชเป็นพระภิกษุไปแต่พอตกกลางคืนเนี่ยพอหลับเนี่ยมนมันคลายนะมนที่แปลงร่างมาเป็นมานพเนี่ยคลายก็กลายเป็นคืนสภาพเป็นนาคตัวใหญ่นอนอยู่ระหว่างพระภิกษุตื่นขึ้นมาก็ตกใจมีนาคงูตัวเริ่มมานอนอยู่ด้วยนะคะก็พอเรื่องถึงพระพุทธเจ้าก็เลยห้ามว่าการบวชเนี่ยเฉพาะมนุษย์เพราะฉะนั้นเวลาที่เราบวชเนี่ยก็จะถามเราวิธีการที่ไปบวชกลับมานะแต่พูดเราเป็นผู้หญิงใช่ไหมก็จะถามเราว่ามนุษย์ซาสิถ้าเป็นผู้ชายก็บอกมนุษย์โซสิเป็นมนุษย์หรือเปล่าเป็นมนุษย์ผู้หญิงหรือเปล่าเป็นมนุษย์ผู้ชายหรือเปล่าเสร็จแล้วเขาก็จะถามว่าปุรุโซสิเป็นผู้ชายหรือเปล่าเพราะว่าถ้าบวชเป็นพระนะคะต้องเป็นผู้ชายเราก็จะต้องตอบว่าเป็นผู้หญิงใช่ไหมก็เลยเป็นเงื่อนไขทีนี้นาคก็เสียใจเนาะนาคไม่มีโอกาสได้บวชแล้วนาคก็เสียใจก็เลยขอพระพุทธองค์ว่าอย่างน้อยที่สุดนะนาคไม่ได้บวชนะขอช่วงเวลาก่อนบวชเนี่ยก่อนที่จะบวชนะให้เรียกผู้ขอบวชว่านาคเป็นการระลึกถึงนาคเป็นการที่ให้กุศลกับนาคด้วยนะคะทุกครั้งเวลาที่เราบวชเราต้องเป็นนาคก่อนเป็นนาคินีก่อนเนี่ยเราก็นึกถึงนาคนะคะแผ่ส่วนกุศลให้เขาด้วยในวัฒนธรรมของไทยและประเทศต่างๆในภูมิภาคนี้เราเห็นนาคเป็นซิมโบลนะเป็นอะไรสัญลักษณ์ขอบคุณค่ะเป็นสัญลักษณ์ของความอุดมสมบูรณ์นะคะเราจะถือว่านาคเป็นสัญลักษณ์ของความอุดมสมบูรณ์ก็จะบอกว่าปีนี้นาคให้น้ำกี่ตัวตอนสงกรานต์นะสงกรานต์เนี่ยเขาก็จะมีโหรที่จะพยากรณ์อ่านตามดวงดาวอะค่ะพยากรณ์ว่าปีนี้ปี 2565 เนี่ยมีนาคให้น้ำกี่ตัวถ้านาคให้น้ำมากแปลว่าปีนั้นเราจะมีน้ำมากถ้าเรามีน้ำมากเราก็ทำนาได้ดีประเทศเราเป็นประเทศกสิกรรมนะคะปลูกข้าวเป็นหลักมีชื่อเสียงเรื่องข้าวแต่รู้สึกปีนี้ข้าวเราจะถูกเฉือนไปใช่ไหมคะเป็นเขมรใช่ไหมคะเขมรเขาจะชิงขึ้นมาอันดับหนึ่งปกติแล้วข้าวไทยนะข้าวหอมมะลิไทยนี่อันดับหนึ่งนะคะปีนี้ตกอันดับไปค่ะถูกเพื่อนข้างๆบ้านคือเขมรแย่งชิงไปแล้วแต่ไม่เป็นไรอันนี้แย่งชิงทำความดีประเดี๋ยวเราก็ปลูกข้าวพันธุ์ดีขึ้นไปอีกนะคะข้าวพันธุ์ดีที่สุดคือที่เราเรียกว่าข้าวหอมมะลินะคะแต่ของเขาพันธุ์ชื่ออะไรนะพันธุ์ข้าวของเขมรก็ชื่ออะไรนะไม่รู้โลกข้างนอกก็ไปถึงไหนแล้วเรายังไม่รู้ก็มีชื่อค่ะก็มีชื่อเพราะทีเดียวอ่ะไม่ใช่ข้าวหอมมะลิข้าวหอมมะลิต้องเป็นของไทยก็ถ้าได้น้ำดีนาได้น้ำดีเราก็จะได้ข้าวดีนะคะก็ขอบคุณนาคนี่เป็นเรื่องราวของนาคที่เกี่ยวพันกับเราทั้งในเรื่องของการบวชและทั้งในส่วนของวัฒนธรรมทีนี้หลวงแม่จะมาถึงเรื่องนาคจบไปแล้วนะมาถึงพวกเราที่เข้าวัดมาเนี่ยนะคะเข้าวัดมาเนี่ยเราก็ต้องฝึกฝนนะฝึกฝน now those who study Thai English Thai language is very beautiful and based from agricultural background you look at the word training ภาษาไทยบอกว่าฝึกฝน actually has two verbs ฝึกis to do it again and again that is to ฝึก but ฝน is a verb ฝน means rain but ฝน means as a verb means to grind it out whatever you don't need you need to grind it out grind it on stone นะ grind it on stone like that is ฝน not the rain but ฝน verb so training is both doing it again and again and to grind it out grind that which is extra grind the extra out so as I teach definitely that when you walk you don't need to swing your arm too far so that is ฝน to remove that which is extra one of us come and then she said she wanted to remain in this room because this room is alone she does not want to share the room with others This is not ฝึกฝน this is part of the training is that you stay with another candidate, another Samaneri. As soon as you share the space with another person, you learn to give up clinging to yourself. Very, very important. In your room, very messy, you keep things all over. Now you know that you are sharing room with another person. You need to tidy your part and clean up the other part for another candidate. Now there is only one toilet and one bath. Two of you will be using this bath and toilet. You decide between the two of you who is going to use toilet first, who is going to take bath first. Then you learn that I take long time taking bath, so why don't you go first? You see, this is consideration. You learn to be considerate to another person who is sharing the room. You see, this ฝึกฝน, this training does not happen if you live alone. You just go according to your style, already forget that you are monastic for these 9 days. So to live with another person is to allow you to watch at yourself, to see yourself, and to let go of the way you like. You always do things your way. One of us said that she likes reading late at night. No late at night. As Samaneri, all of you light off before 10 o'clock. So no reading. So when you turn on the light, you may be distracting another person, and another person may not be able to sleep. But that's besides the point. It is the monastic rule for our temple that by 10 o'clock, light off, which means you go to sleep. Why we force you to go to sleep at 10 o'clock? Because tomorrow you have to get up very early. Monastic lifestyle is very different. You cannot just keep on, stay in your bed until 8 o'clock. That does not happen to any monastery. All the monasteries, whether in Thailand or elsewhere, they get up very early. Some of the temples, they start chanting 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, This, our temple is very late, very lazy. We start the morning chanting at 5:30. That's very late already, So at least you must get up before 5 because you have to share the bathroom, with the person who share your room. Then you are ready. Both of you should be ready at the chanting hall before 5:30. Don't wait for the bell. No, there are two ways of ringing the bell. The first part is, it is called the calling bell. There will be, that they are making message. After that, they will beat 5 times. 5 times, it means 5 o'clock in the morning. And this is the time when you come to do the chanting. If it is 7 times, then it is 7 in the evening. The ระฆังเรียกว่าระฆังเรียกนะระฆังเรียกและระฆังบอกเวลา 2 types of ringing the bell. So then you learn, by listening, you know that this is for chanting. This is for chanting, morning chanting, evening chanting. And just now we come for this offering at 10 o'clock. Then they will ring 10 times. But if it is calling for meals, they just ring the bell so that to gather you, to remind you that it's time for lunch, time for breakfast, like that. So this is all ฝึกฝน and Thai verbs for training many อบรมบ่มเพาะปลูกฝัง It is all from agricultural background. Yes, you just note down, and then we can discuss this later. Particularly those who are studying Thai, อบรมบ่มเพาะปลูกฝัง See, it's all these verbs come from agricultural background of Thailand, part of our culture. So today at least you know about the Naga and you know about the training that you are becoming monastic, the kind of training that you will need. Okay? Very good to have all of you here and wish you very happy this short journey into yet another lifestyle. Thank you.